That's right.
I love an audience that gets along. All right.
The chairs won't open.
Oh my God. Oh wait, I got this. You, sir, come here for me.
Yep.
You hold this bush with my life. That's right.
There we go.
Excellent. All right, now go sit down and give us blown our cover. Remember, we will never err. We're like John Cena.
Well, they're supposed to be.
Ah, it's the bushwaterer.
You'll get splashed.
I mean, it might be refreshing at this point.
These bushes are looking a little dead.
Here, thanks. Oh, delicious. No, thank you. Bushes appreciate your water.
Bush gardens.
Oh.
Yeah, babe. Bush gardens.
Fire.
I know we have chairs.
Are you here yet?
Nope, not yet. I think we still have time.
That clock is not
You
right.
know, it'd be kind of weird if they didn't like get more people to come over and watch this stuff they're supposed to be doing.
I mean, do they want people to see this? I mean, we want
Hi.
Seems we're first to arrive again as usual, Galena. Welcome, everyone. Goodness. Kind of silly the way we're beating Marshal Ward and Terragus to our own base camp. But
Helps. The weather is not in our favor today.
well, yes. Certainly hope she's not struggling up the hill or something. How's everyone enjoying the festival so far?
Right.
Excellent. Good to hear Onley is putting on a good show for everyone. Please, come in! Scene 3 is about to begin. If you'd like to hear of the goings-on. The mercenaries, the vagabonds, non-stop trouble.
At Marshal Warden Terragus Space Camp.
Yes, thank you. You're doing quite well at being my assistant. Very proud. I don't recall that much. Well, I suppose I don't come to this area very often.
It's a nice addition to surroundings.
Indeed. I'll have to ask Kalan if she hired a landscaper. Well, anyway, for those of you just joining us, I am Gladrian of Vonsal, herald and head servant to Mayor Kalan.
And I am Galena. Just Galena. Assistant head servant to Gladrian.
Assistant head servant? I don't recall giving you that title.
Well, nobody else wanted it, so I took it.
Delightful. In any case, we are here to discuss some unexpected visitors and unfortunate events that have occurred recently, including a vagabond who has come through who turns out to be the kin of former head warden Kane, Thalinis.
Do not forget the mercenaries looking to kill Thalinis.
Yes, of course. Which is why we are here, in Marshal Warden Terragis's base camp, to discuss just these matters. I, of course, am here because Mayor Kalan has an understandably vested interest in the goings-on. As should you all.
Speaking of which,
Yes. We meant prepared just to observe.
Linus, who were those vagabonds?
And why were they trying to throw you across the veil?
I wish I knew. They have been chasing me across many lands now, since only a few days into my journey to Amli.
And on this journey of yours, does Warden Kane know you've taken on this quest?
My father is far too protective of me. I told him I was going to explore the lands of Sylvanas.
Oh, so you lied to him. That does not sound very warden-like to me.
Actually, going off on your own, doing whatever needs to be done in the name of duty, disregarding authority, that sounds exactly like your father.
Hey.
But I would still like to send word so that he knows it.
This does not concern him. This is my call.
Yes, that's precisely what requires more insight, child. It is not possible you could have been called.
Why? My father spoke of being called to the Vanguard. Is it so strange that I would not be called in the same way? I can fight.
I know you can fight. You held your own against two very skilled attackers, and you grew up around the best wardens in the Vanguard. But it's not that simple.
Yes, it is the way of the weave, child. A warden can only be called when there is a mage to be protected. One warden, one mage. Any further fool knows that.
I beg your pardon, insect.
Oh, forgive me, Warden Terragus, a slip of the tongue.
Smegus Dothan, although eternally trying my patience, is indeed correct. You have to have a mage to protect, and unfortunately there haven't been any new magi in years, ever since...
Oh, Terragus, you are too loose with your words.
I disagree, Dothan. I feel that we've been too quiet about this as it is. And besides, though your father's no longer an active warden, I feel as though this may somehow involve him, and maybe even you soon enough. A test for you, young one. What do you know of the weave?
It is the source of magic, created by the land of gods, Dreyons. And the Magi were given power across the world to keep the balance of light and darkness to maintain the weave. And the Wardens were given the power to protect the Magi.
Correct. And you remember the evil of the Dominion?
Of course, the Sovereign. He was defeated years ago.
He was. But we have information about something different. But old. Very old.
I do not understand.
We have received some information from one of the unseen, an immortal named Gabriel. There's an entity called the Dread One. It seems this creature has been meddling in the affairs of our plane. They have been very subtle, maybe even being the driving force behind the Dominion War. But there is no way of knowing for sure.
The Dread One may even be the reason there have been no new magi these last years. That is the Spirit Order's best guess. But that is how we understand you could not have been called.
I am not mad! Damn it! I know I was called to the Vanguard! Why will you not believe me?
I do not think you mad, Felinus. I know that you want to help the cause, and like Kane, I'm sure you would be a great warden.
Then believe me, I was told to come to Anli. I was told to take the oath. I was told to take up my sword. I was called to this. Please, Terragus, why would I lie?
I do not think you are lying, but with no mage, there can be no warden.
Do you think I wanted to be called now? I never told my father. I know he already worries enough about me. For weeks, I heard a voice telling me these things. I felt drawn to this place. The voice was somehow many, but one, like nothing anyone has ever heard. Like, I do not know. The booming whispers of a million souls blinding me with the darkness of its light.
The Green Man.
But that cannot be possible, Terragus.
But what if it was?
is the Green Man here? In the Shire? In Amli?
Galena, please, know your place.
It is all right, Gladrian. I doubt it, young one. However, It does seem that he has made his presence known.
I hear he is the most powerful of the gods in Drea.
I'm sure all the other gods would disagree. But the Green Man would indeed be a powerful force, should the Dread One be upsetting the balance of the weave. And that begs the question, why call you? Why now?
I do not know. But you can fight. You know your history. You are as strong-willed as your father, and I believe you are called. I have one final question.
Marshal Warden Terragus, that is not how this is done.
I agree, but I am Marshal Warden, and if Head Warden Drake wants to drag me across the coals for it, I will deal with that later. So as for my question,
Yes, Marshal Warden Targus.
do you know your oath?
I do.
Then Philinus of Cain, kneel. When night falls. When night falls.
Mine will be the light that shines brightest.
When shadows approach.
I will be the line that no others can cross.
When darkness strikes.
I will stand when all others have fallen.
When evil lashes out.
I will be the steel against steel.
We are the Vanguard. We are the Vanguard.
I am a warden.
Then rise. Warden Philinus of Cain.
I've never seen this before. Do we cheer now?
I'm not sure that would be appropriate.
Huzzah!
You did good!
Yes. Consider this a trial by fire. You are a warden, but until we discover what is going on, and more importantly, why you were called on leave with no mage, you should stay by my side.
And we must stay vigilant. Ever since we've arrived, I've felt a power of some kind. Someone is up to something. We have work to do.
Then I shall inform Lord Mayor Killarn at once.
Hold on that, Gladran. Until we discover more information, it may be best to not involve her right now. This is, for the moment, business of the Vanguard and the Order. I trust you will respect that for the sake of Mayor Killarn's sanity. She does have enough to deal with today.
Yes, of course, Marshal Warden Targus.
Very well. Let us go.
Surprise! We were here the whole time!
Did you hear that, Brewer?
Oh, I did indeed, Elenia.
Our bounty just became a warden.
And you know what that means.
I do believe it means our price just went up.
I do believe you are correct, Elenia.
Let us set up a meeting with our employer. He's gonna want to know about this.
Capital idea. Shall we?
We shall. Money, 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 money.